What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is going to be Sunday the 14th of July, got confirmed as to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yes, this episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, it's a new transfer episode. And finally, in the comment section below, will Antoine Griezmann be a success for Barcelona, or will he flop? Right, let's get started, and the very first player today is going to be Caputo. He joined Sassuolo from FC Empoli, and they pay around €7.5 million for him. Gary Rodriguez has joined Fenerbahce from Al Ittihad. It's a 2-year loan deal, there's also an option to buy included. Radu has joined Inter from Genoa for a fee of around €12 million, and he's been loaned straight back to the Italian side. It was quite confusing looking at the timeline for this transfer because Genoa bought him from Inter a few days ago for like €8 million, so I'm not sure what happened there. It might have been a buyback option. Former Man City midfielder Fernando has joined Sevilla from Galatasaray, that's for a fee of €4 million. Callum Robinson has joined Sheffield United, obviously now in the Premier League. It's from Preston North End, that's a club record £7 million. Hadji has joined KRC Genk in Belgium from FC Vitterol, and it's an €8 million fee. I was looking back at the players that have played for Genk, and they've had some incredible players. They've had Milinkovic-Savic, Ndidi, Bailey, Courtois, Benteke, Kevin De Bruyne, Koulibaly, and a few others. And Hadji chose the Belgian side over the likes of apparent interest there from Barca and Ajax, and you'd imagine because he wants more first team football. And next up we've got Junior Traore. He joined Sassuolo from FC Empoli. It's a 2-year loan deal until 2021, as also an obligation to buy included. Gerson has joined Flamengo in Brazil from Roma this time, and they've paid €11.8 million. Christian Romero has moved to Juventus from Genoa. It's a fee of €26 million, and it's on a 5-year contract. But he won't be staying in Turin for next season because he's going straight out on loan to Genoa again for the upcoming campaign. A player that featured yesterday is Nicolo Barella, and all the details are finalised now. He's officially an Inter Milan player from Cagliari. It's an initial loan deal for €12 million and an obligation to buy in 2020 for €25 million. And it's also easy to achieve bonuses to take it to €45 million total, and harder bonuses to reach 50, and it's on a 5-year contract. And now we've got the saga which we all thought was over and done with, Antoine Griezmann to Barcelona. And of course he's now been announced as a Barcelona player, but according to Atletico Madrid, that might not be the case just yet. They released an official statement denying his move to Barcelona for €120 million. They say he's still their player because Barca should pay his pre-1st of July release clause of €200 million, as they obviously agreed a deal with the player before the deadline. Now, do I think Barca will have to pay extra money and the extra €80 million for him? I can't see it being €80 million, potentially a little bit extra, but Atletico are definitely not happy about it. And someone else that might not be happy about the signing is Felipe Coutinho, because apparently now he's numberless at Barca because Griezmann's taken his number 7 shirt. Fabian Delph will complete a move to Everton according to Paul Joyce. The fee is around £8.5 million, and it could rise by a further £1.5 million bonuses, so £10 million total. He's in the final year of his contract at Man City, and obviously he's surplus to requirements. They brought in Rodri and Angelino, and they're the two positions he mainly covered. Sky Sports are saying Porto have offered forward Moussa Marega to West Ham. That's as the Hammers are in the market for a new striker after losing Marko Arnautovic to Shanghai SIPG. They also missed out on signing Maxi Gomez, who chose Valencia, and also the structure of the deal broke down, and Callum Wilson's just signed a new contract with Bournemouth. They're still in the market for Higuain potentially, and he seems to be their number 1 option. And alongside him, there's many strikers linked to him, also Haller from Frankfurt. But if they were to try and sign Marega, he'd cost them €30 million, as that's the current clause in his contract. And next up, according to London Evening Standard, They said Arsenal will demand £8.8 million for 33-year-old France defender Laurent Koscielny. He wants to leave the club and refuse to travel on the club's pre-season tour of America, and clubs in Ligue 1 are still interested. But he wants to go on a free, and he doesn't want the club to demand that much money. And according to the Mail, the Gunners have revived their interest in Benfica's Portuguese defender Ruben Dias. That's in the wake of the Koscielny development. And to be fair, of what I've seen of Ruben Dias, I can't say it's too much, but when I've seen him play, he seems very, very solid. And bear in mind, Arsenal could well miss out on William Saliba, who might go to their rivals Tottenham instead. And speaking of Tottenham, according to the Mirror, they're saying Tottenham are planning to join the bidding for Leeds United midfielder Calvin Phillips. Aston Villa have offered £11 million already, but Leeds are holding out for closer to £30 million instead. And Spurs have already done business with Leeds already this summer because they brought in Jack Clark, the youngster, for around £8.5 million and loaned him back to Ellen Road. And next up, according to Sky Germany, they're saying Bayern are in concrete talks to sign 33-year-old forward Mario Mandzukic. The Croatian will speak to Juventus before making a decision on his future, and Borussia Dortmund is said to be interested as well. It would be a return back to Bayern after, I want to say, 5 years away from back in 2014 when he went to Atletico, and since then played in Italy, played in Spain, and now could be returning to Germany. And now, according to the Daily Mail again, they're saying Juventus have ended their interest in re-signing Paul Pogba from Manchester United. That decision now leaves Real Madrid as the clear favourites to sign him. That's only if they can persuade United to sell. And that's amid reports saying United are now asking for 180 mil rather than 150. If the reports from France are true that Madrid don't want to pay more than 80 mil for him, I doubt his transfer will happen this summer. And next up, according to BBC Sport, they're saying Lukaku appears likely to stay at Manchester United. That's because Inter Milan can't afford the asking price of £75 million. Though the Inter sporting director has confirmed the clubs are still in talks for Lukaku, but are yet to come to an agreement. Their first offer was a loan deal worth, I think, was it €12 million, and then overall the deal would cost 70 mil because of an obligation to buy, and be paid over 3 years. Lyon playmaker Nabil Fekir has the interest of Real Betis. That's as the club look for possible replacements for Giovanni Lo Celso. That's according to Marca. Lo Celso is still a target for Tottenham, but since the incoming of Ndombele from Lyon, the talks for Lo Celso have gone a bit quiet. But apparently if Eriksen does leave the club, Lo Celso will be the replacement, and Real Betis believe that Fekir could be a very good option, especially the fact he has 1 year remaining on his current contract, so he'll be available for a discounted price. And now we have got Leroy Sané, who for pretty much a whole summer window so far has been linked to a move to Bayern Munich and a return to the Bundesliga. But according to Sport, he's now on Paris Saint-Germain's radar as a potential replacement for Neymar. Neymar could be returned to Barcelona at some point this summer, but obviously it's a very long-winded deal. And Sané was a target for PSG 3 years ago back in 2016 when he was playing for Schalke, but instead he opted to sign for City. Le 10 Sport are saying Real Madrid's manager Zinedine Zidane is in regular contact with Kylian Mbappe. That's as he looks to persuade the PSG star to move to La Liga. It's very likely it would happen this summer because of the whole financial fair play situation, but for next summer, he could become a Galactico. And now we have got an update about De Ligt and his move to Juventus, and it could be a done deal very, very soon. So the source for this one is Gianluca Damasio and also The Telegraph. They're saying Juve have agreed a €70 million transfer fee with Ajax for De Ligt, and it should be finalised over the next few days. Ajax were holding out for a higher fee because their original offer was like €50 million plus bonuses, which, to be fair in this market, is definitely a long way off Ajax's valuation. I think it'll be a great signing for them, obviously a defender for years to come, and he's got so much potential, but he's already so good. Rangers have confirmed the signing of Swedish centre-back Helander from Bologna in the Serie A. It's a £3.5 million fee, and it's on a 4-year contract. They were apparently in talks for Martin Skrtel, but it seems this signing, it could mean that one's not going to happen. And then we have got Kostas Manlas, and this transfer has been known for about 2 weeks or so now, and they announced like some kind of agreement back then. But he was confirmed as a Napoli player yesterday from Roma as a €36 million fee. Atletico Madrid have reportedly made contact with Watford over Roberto Pereira, as according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The attacking midfielder scored 6 goals in the Premier League last season and also helped the Hornets to the FA Cup final. Paris Saint-Germain could sign Nicolas Pepe, that's according to the player's agent, but they would face a lot of strong competition for his signature. They believe he's valued at around 65 million euros, and he is still considering his options after Ivory Coast's exit from the African Cup of Nations. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer upload. And finally, in the comment section below, will Antoine Griezmann be a success at Barcelona, or will he flop? Let me know down below. So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.